Politics has always been a performance. But somewhere along the way, the performance became the point. We've traded reasoned debate for viral moments, policy discussions for social media trends. The line between informing the public and entertaining them has blurred. Gone are the days of measured arguments and nuanced policy discussions. Today it's all about who can deliver the best zinger, the most shareable clip. It's about crafting a narrative that fits neatly into a 30-second TikTok video or a catchy tweet. This shift isn't just about style, it's about substance, or rather, the lack thereof. When we prioritize performance over policy, we reduce complex issues to simplistic slogans. We reduce candidates to caricatures, defined by their most extreme statements rather than their actual positions. The question we need to ask ourselves is this: are we, as citizens, being served by this evolution of political debate? Are we getting the information we need to make informed decisions, or are we just being played? To understand how far we've strayed, it helps to look back. Think of leaders like India's Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Vajpayee was a master orator. His speeches were powerful, eloquent, and deeply rooted in policy. He could captivate an audience, not with fiery rhetoric or personal attacks, but with the sheer force of his intellect and his command of the issues. His debates were legendary, not for their theatrics but for their substance. These were clashes of ideas, not personalities. This isn't to say that politics was ever purely about policy. There's always been an element of showmanship. But there was a time when substance mattered more than spectacle. When politicians were expected to be well-versed in the issues, not just skilled at crafting viral moments. That's the standard we've lost sight of, and it's a standard we need to reclaim. The rise of social media platforms like YouTube and TikTok has been a double-edged sword for political discourse. On the one hand, these platforms have democratized access to information. They've given a voice to those who might not have had one before. On the other hand, they've also created a breeding ground for misinformation and polarization. Algorithms prioritize engagement, often rewarding the most outrageous and inflammatory content. Political debates are no longer confined to stuffy auditoriums or controlled television studios. They're happening online 24/7 in the chaotic and often unforgiving arena of social media. This has led to the rise of the political influencer, a new breed of commentator more concerned with building a personal brand than engaging in substantive debate. The result? A political discourse that's louder, angrier, and often less informed. Section 4: Bites, not substance. The problem with sound bites in the age of short attention spans. In the age of the 24/7 news cycle and social media's insatiable appetite for content, nuance is often the first casualty. Complex issues are distilled into easily digestible sound bites, stripped of context and complexity. Politicians, eager to go viral or dominate the news cycle, resort to ever more extreme rhetoric. They know that a well-placed zinger or a controversial statement is more likely to garner attention than a thoughtful policy proposal. This creates a feedback loop. The media rewards outrageous behavior with attention, which incentivizes more outrageous behavior, and so on. The result is a race to the bottom where substance is sacrificed for spectacle and reasoned debate is drowned out by the noise. This isn't just a problem for politicians, it's a problem for all of us. When we're bombarded with a constant stream of out-of-context clips and inflammatory rhetoric, it becomes difficult to separate fact from fiction, signal from noise. It's exhausting, and it makes it harder to engage in meaningful political discourse. Section 5. Are we informed or just entertained? The blurred lines of political discourse. The question we need to ask ourselves is this: are these viral political moments actually informative? Do they help us understand the issues and the candidates' positions? Or are they simply a form of entertainment, a way to distract ourselves from the complexities of the world? There's no easy answer. It's possible for a viral moment to be both entertaining and informative. A clever soundbite can spark our interest and prompt us to learn more about an issue. A heated exchange can highlight the stakes of a debate and force us to confront uncomfortable truths. But we need to be critical consumers of this content. We need to ask ourselves, what's the context of this clip? Is this an accurate representation of the candidate's position? What are the sources of this information? The danger is that we become so accustomed to the spectacle that we lose sight of the substance, that we become passive consumers of political entertainment rather than active participants in a democratic society. Section 6. Beyond the spectacle, practical steps for navigating the world of viral politics. So how do we navigate this new world of viral politics? How do we separate the signal from the noise and engage in meaningful political discourse? Here are a few practical steps we can all take. Be skeptical. Don't take everything you see online at face value. Be wary of headlines designed to provoke outrage or fear. Check the source of information before you share it. Seek out diverse perspectives. Don't limit yourself to information that confirms your existing biases. Seek out viewpoints that challenge your assumptions and force you to think critically. Go beyond the headlines. Don't rely on social media for all your political information. Read long-form articles, listen to podcasts, and watch documentaries to get a more nuanced understanding of the issues. Engage in respectful dialogue. It's okay to disagree with others, but do so respectfully. Avoid personal attacks and focus on the issues. Hold politicians accountable. Don't let politicians get away with empty rhetoric and misleading statements. Demand substance and hold them accountable for their words and actions. Section 7. Reclaiming the Arena. A call for substance in the age of digital spectacle. The future of our democracy depends on our ability to reclaim the arena of political discourse from the forces of spectacle and division. We need to demand more from our leaders, our media, and ourselves. We need to reject the false dichotomy between entertainment and information. We can have both. We can have political discourse that is both engaging and substantive, entertaining and informative. It starts with recognizing the power of the platforms we use and the algorithms that shape our online experiences. We need to be more conscious of the content we consume and the information we share. Let's strive to create a political culture where substance matters, where nuance is valued, and where we engage with each other, not as adversaries but as fellow citizens seeking a more perfect union.